NASCAR 25 just got a big update, including a paint booth update and as well a new track and an updated track. And it starts off with the paint booth, where we have now gotten the number selection from 1 to 99 instead of just select numbers only. On top of that as well, we also got some 09 numbers. Now, one thing we did lose in the paint booth actually was, do you guys remember the Style 2, which was a Hendrick Motorsports style number? It's gone now. I don't know why. If I had to guess, it's maybe because you can have Hendrick numbers and now they don't want you to replicate them. That's my guess. But you as well see the patch notes on the screen as well. There's now an ability to block and report paint schemes online, and ability to share shapes is on the way. Also, additional car numbers, as we already talked about, bump draft improvement for multiplayer races, various other optimizations and improvements. But now we're going to check out the bulk of this update, and they added Portland. Very happy to see this. This is a track that was on the real life schedule that wasn't in the game at launch, which was annoying to me because if you are like me, you love road course racing. So anytime road course racing is added, I am pretty happy, and I was a little bit concerned coming into this update. I will be completely honest, because you're gonna see I am racing on 105 AI difficulty. It can't get any more difficult than this. And the AI into turn 1, yeah, I don't recommend going up the inside. That was the only flaw I found in this track, was going up the inside into turn 1. They kind of just don't care that you're there, and they'll just plow you into the wall. So my one concern though was, you guys remember way back in the day, NASCAR Heat 5, when they brought in the Indy road course, and the the track limits were terrible. The AI were not good at all at that track, and I was worried we're going to get a bit of a repeat of that. But I was pleasantly surprised with this track. Actually, the track limits are fair, and the AI are really competitive and pretty well done at this track. Not perfect, as road course racing in this game is not perfect all around, but it's up to par with the rest of the road courses in the game. So I was having a good bit of fun, even while I was being mid. I was actually able to play this on controller, so you're not going to see me at my most beautiful art on the racetrack, of course, now, as I'm actually at my girlfriend's recording this at the time. This is a fun road course, so I mean, the curbs are a bit dangerous. They really make the car slide out here in Portland. That's something I do recommend being careful of. You're going to see the extents, how wild it can get, but turn 1 multiplayer, it's going to be crazy because it's just a 90-degree, basically, right-hander. Man, yeah, I mean, look at that. Going up the inside is just a disaster. That's the number one thing to not do here. But I promise you it gets better. Going into Sonoma, I mean, I had very minimal experience at Portland. I had really no idea what I was doing, so it was just kind of jump in and see how it goes on the hardest AI. And like I said, it looks like it's going to be pretty fun. Now, this is not going to be added into career mode, unfortunately. It's only going to be in quick race and multiplayer, so I don't anticipate this track being very commonly used outside of multiplayer. I'm definitely going to run it. And also, on top of Xfinity, you can take ARCA here as well, as they do race at Portland. So yeah, you can get those 2 series at this track. Now, as you can see, I was struggling. I was having a rough time here, but it's a fun little racetrack to drive on nonetheless. Now, it's a lot more technical here outside of like these first few corners now, which is just full send it. You can see I was kind of still struggling in turn 1. I swear I get it down by the end of this race, but definitely a learning curve there in turns 1 and 2. But as you're going to see here, Greg Van Alst on my right side, we're able to kind of get the AI to kind of bank out of some corners a little bit there. But like I said, the curbs can be a bit slidey. It depends. Like I used some curbing just a few corners ago and it was okay. But if you stay on board here now, we're going to go into just 2 laps to go. And actually, in the roof cam, actually getting through turn 1 a lot better now, but going up over the curbing. But stay here and watch what we're going to have in the next corners. So I overdrive the corner. I like Greg Van Alst up my inside, but watch this. I hit the curb and it completely kicks the car out. So the curb was super slippery right there and nearly spun the car out, and I probably would have spun out if I didn't have the 35 to kind of save me right there. So that's something that you got to be careful of here. This corner right here, by the way, in multiplayer as well, is going to be a complete dive bomb corner right there, and I'm going to 100% do it. But as we came to the final lap, I mean, yeah, we've pretty well seen everything Portland has to offer. Just looking around the track as well, the art and the environment around this circuit, really well done. So really happy with that as well. You can tell that there was, some proper effort and care put into this track, of course, and ported from iRacing, I would expect, with the laser scans and everything and whatnot. And you will see the Sonoma track that we're about to check out is a direct rescan, of course, of the iRacing version, as all tracks are in this game. And Sonoma actually looks really, really good. I'm excited for you guys to see this. But look at this. Somebody actually loses it right here in front of us, coming up on the checkered flag there. So that'll be a free spot. But on the hardest difficulty, 105 AI, man, they are difficult here. Now, if I was running the track properly, I'm confident I could have got to the top 20, but I just, I ran like crap. So obviously 33rd is definitely representative of how I ran. So let's check out the new track as well, revamp of Sonoma. Sonoma before, it looked pretty bland in the game. It looked very old. Now we've got the new updated repaved version of Sonoma, and immediately you can see the difference on the racetrack. It looks already very much very, very beautiful compared to what we had, where I thought the old Sonoma in the game just looked so dead. And now we have a lot more paint around, and obviously the surface looks completely different. You'll notice the biggest change coming up here in like turn 4 as we're going to get past the 50, and you can see that all the Toyota paint there on the exit of the corner. You can use all that if you want. You can go wide out there and use all the racetrack now, as you can see even the AI going a little bit wide. I'm going to just send it here up the inside of Josh Berry. Why not? As that was a little bit too aggressive, but we make it work. The biggest change, however, is when you get to the final hairpin. Well, keep in mind, in real life now, they added the barrier, so you can't really cut the corner. It used to be just a stack of tires and whatnot around that corner. Now it's a complete wall, and you're going to see as we come up through the final couple of bends here. Now all the signage on the left side different from what we had before, but you're going to see the wall right here, so you're going to have to be a little bit careful now. You don't want to screw this up. Now you're going to see, though, the AI actually, some of them hit the wall on the inside. Now, fortunately, it doesn't seem like it costs them any time, so it's just a little bit of dankness from the AI, but yeah, they seem to carry their speed just fine after hitting that wall, so that's good at least. I was worried they would hit the wall and it would just destroy their speed and kind of therefore really kind of hurt the racing product of this new update, but no, it seems okay. Now as we go on board with the roof view here, racing against the 35 of Riley Herbst, we'll give it a nice little pass on him here now into the corner. But yeah, I mean, I'm really enjoying racing here on this updated Sonoma, and I was holding off on my next career mode episode because it was at Sonoma, and I knew this update was coming, so I was trying to hold off so I could do the next episode on the updated Sonoma. So fortunately, we will get to do that. So I am looking forward to a full episode of just, repaved Sonoma basically now, as we are continuing to get a little bit rough now as we come to the final lap. And I mean, just my final impressions of this update, really happy with it. Honestly, I mean, shout out to the NASCAR 25 team continuing to bring us these updates now. They were updating the game like crazy at the launch. Of course, they've slowed down quite a bit. But I mean, obviously now I'm sure focus is going into NASCAR 26. It sounds like we're not getting a 2026 DLC for NASCAR 25, which is pretty disappointing because I don't see really any longevity in this game in the career mode without that DLC coming because of the fact that the AI are just so stale in terms of winners and whatnot in the running order. So I really don't see career mode going longer than 2, maybe 3 seasons at the absolute tops, unless there is a 2026 DLC. So a little bit unfortunate about that, but hopefully, maybe, you never know, maybe it'll change. But yeah, I mean, happy with the update, the numbers, the updates there with the paint booth and as well the Portland track was really well done, and the Sonoma update looks absolutely fantastic as well. Let me know your thoughts on the update if you've been having a good time with it down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.